attorney and the prosecutor. It is the order of the court on the file ending F9FC on counts 1 and 7, the assault with intent to do great bodily harm. It's the order of the court that you serve 80 months to 120 months with 0 days credit for time served. It's consecutive to counts 2 and 8, which are concurrent with one another, the felony firearm charge, where you must serve a mandatory 2 years in state prison and you have 455 days credit. Moving on to file ending 64FC. It's the order of the court on the assault with intent to do great bodily harm that you serve 80 months to 10 years in the state prison of Michigan, or 80 months to 120 months, 0 days credit for time served, and that's as to counts 1, 7, 13, 19, 25, and 31. Those all run concurrent with one another, but consecutive to the felony firearm counts of counts 2, 8, 14, 20, 26, and 32. As to the felony firearm counts, you must serve the mandatory 2 years consecutive to any term imposed on the assault with intent to do great bodily harm as previously set forth by the court. You're entitled to 455 days time served on the felony firearm counts. Moving on to file ending 65FC. On count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, you are to serve 80 months to 120 months in the state prison of Michigan with 0 days credit for time served. As to count 2, the felony firearm, you must serve the mandatory 2 years in state prison with credit for 455 days time served. That is consecutive to count 1. So to be clear, the assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder convictions are all concurrent with one another. All of the felony firearm charges are consecutive to the assault with intent to do great bodily harm. It's the felony firearm charges that you have credit for, not on the assault with intent to do great bodily harm charges. In addition, it's the order of the court that you serve in the Michigan Department of Corrections and that you be afforded any life and employment skills programs that the Michigan Department of Corrections may have available, that you have mental health evaluation and treatment through the Michigan made available to the Michigan Department of Corrections for their review. Any parole or parole hearings, that you pay the $2,649.85 restitution, which is not in dispute, as a condition of any parole, that you pay the crime victims' rights fee of $390 for all files and state cost of $1,224 as to all files. And it's my understanding that the PSI as corrected will be sent to the Michigan Department of Corrections. Any other request?
I do, Your Honor. The restitution is on the file ending 64FC, and I did not know for the purpose of the judgment of sentence if you wanted, it is in the pre-sentence report, the actual amounts as for each victim. I did not know if you wanted me to delineate those amounts to the victims and the insurance companies on the record for the purpose of judgment of sentence.
If you have them, that would be
I do, Your Honor.
good.
As it relates to Howard Hester, there'd be $250. A latitude subrogation, $966.36. Stacy Banks, $250. Auto owners insurance, $171.98. Lori Prisbillo, PRZYBYLO, $1,011.51.
All right, and that comes to the total as set forth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, any objection?
No, Judge.
So noted. All right. Anything further for the record?
Not on behalf of the people.
Appeal rights?
I'm going to get that. Anything further?